Maithwaite is a station just on the outskirts of Tidmouth. It is a lonely little station, but a very popular station with the engines. Stepney and Mighty Mac run the Maithwaite branch line, but the town of Dryor was isolated from Maithwaite. So one day the Fat Controller decided, about a month ago, that he wanted to build an extension to go to Dryor, so the people of Dryor could get to Maithwaite and Tidmouth and the rest of the island easier than going by car, which the roads had been very, very rough since the early days of Sodor. The line had started out, but there was a problem. The Sodorera repair had done its best to relay ballast, but they needed other stuff, like rails and sleepers. The rails had been come here, but the sleepers had not. And most of the ballast was running out on the Sodorera repair. He only had one truck full, and he had a lot of track left to do. And since James had been locked up in the shed for being naughty a couple of days earlier, he couldn't do the goods detail. So Henry had to take his goods trains for him. And Henry wouldn't like being put on goods detail again, not after what happened last time. Henry is a long, fast, sleek green engine that pulls the expresses on days when Gordon can't. He used to do goods detail, but since he had his new boiler and new coal, he's never done it before. He hasn't done it because he thought that had triggered his bad coal and really bad boiler rake. But since the Fat Controller had put on goods detail, he had grumbled, but he knew he had to do his work because he was a really useful engine on the Fat Controller's railway and should be grateful that he's even got any work. Like Oliver and Donald Douglas, they had escaped from scrap, and he didn't want to get put in that position again. So, on the same day that the Fat Controller told him, he went to go pick up his goods train. He picked up some ballast cars and a truck and a van that had some sleepers in them. On the track next to him, Marvin and Duck at the branch line station were talking, and when Henry puffed in, he said, "Hello, how are you two today?" "Not bad, Henry," they said together. "We haven't seen you around these parts in ages, because you've been working on the main line." "Yeah, I know. You've often seen me flash by with the express." "You're talking like Gordon now," said Marvin cheekily. "Oh, very funny, Marvin. Well, I've got goods detail to do, because James had his accident, didn't he, around Edward Station?" "Of course. Oh, yes, I remember that," said Duck. "It was quite funny, actually." "Yes, I probably would have laughed myself," said Henry. "Well, guys, I can't stand around here chatting all day. I've got to get to the Maithwaite extension project to deliver these ballast and rails. I'll see you guys at the shed tonight." "Okay," said Marvin and Duck. "Bye, Henry." "Bye, guys." And Henry puffed away with his goods train. Henry was tired by the time he reached the turntable. The trucks had been troublesome, and they were giggling in their silly way. "Come on, you trucks, not long before I go out. Don't give me any trouble, please." They didn't reply, but as he puffed in past the turntable and came in and rested just near the warp tower. "Henry," said Stepney and Mac, "you're here, and you've brought our supplies. Great. We should get to work straight away." "Yes, of course," said Henry. Soon Henry was shunting some ballast cars to catch up with the soda repair, slowly going around laying ballast. Meanwhile, Stepney was pushing the van and the truck full of rails and sleepers to start building the rails to Dryor. Not long, some rails had been laid. "Great," said Stepney. "We're getting somewhere." "Indeed," said Henry. "Indeed," said Mighty Mac. And soon the rails were laid. "Hooray!" said Stepney. "Hooray!" said the Sodorera repair. "Hooray!" said Henry. "We've completed our job." And soon the Fat Controller arrived to assess their work. When the Fat Controller arrived, he was very, very impressed. "Well done, Henry. Well done, Sodorera repair. Well done, Mighty Mac, and well done, Stepney. This extension will be a great addition to our railway, and will get the people of Dryor to their destinations on time, like I promised when I opened this railway that I would breathe access to the entire island of Sodor. "Hooray!" they all said. "Hooray too," said the Fat Controller. "But we couldn't have done it without Henry. If Henry hadn't stepped in and took the goods train since James had his accident, we would have never got this extension done on time, since no other engines were available. Well done, Henry. 3 cheers for Henry. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray, hooray, hooray!" "Thank you, sir. It's just my pleasure to work on this island." And now Henry has learned that he can pull passengers and freight just as well as any other engine. And now he is not haunted by the special coal crisis that you had back in the early years of Sodor.